Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Extreme Demon Alphabet. For letter D, we're going to be beating Dark Rivalry by Flex. This is a pretty low-end and unpopular Extreme Demon, and it's not really that bad, but it's also not really that good. This level just reminds me a lot of Panamb by Zephyrox. It's not just because of this song, it kind of feels like the gameplay and the gameplay structuring are almost identical. I don't know if that's just me being ignorant, but it really just does feel like a kind of remake of Panambre. Anyways, like always, I'm gonna go through the level and give you guys some tips and tricks. After the main tutorial though, I'm gonna go back through the level and show you guys how to get the coins, just in case you want to know how to get the coins. Alright, the beginning of Panambre isn't really that bad. It kind of has some awkward slope timings, which, to be fair, aren't really that bad. It just depends on how you go about learning them. If you don't know how to do clicks like that, they will be really annoying. If you learn those clicks, they're not going to be that bad. You're going to pass them almost every attempt. But still, they're pretty annoying. And I had a difficulty with the beginning of this level when I was first learning it, but the more I played from zero, the more consistent this beginning got. Alright, and right now, we're at the drop. This drop really tests your control with each of the game modes. For example, this ship section right here, this ship corridor, you're really going to want to have some really good ship control, so you're not going to want to overclick, underclick, etc. You just really want to have a good grasp of your ship. You just want to know where to click basically, and know when to not overclick, when to adjust your straight fly, etc. Because there is a lot of alignment needed in this level. This UFO isn't really that bad. It's some pretty easy timings, but it can get pretty annoying from zero. I did die there quite a bit. Alright, and right here at this ball part is where your first problem is going to arise with this level, and it's the fact that the transitions into the parts are a bit whack. This transition isn't a good example because, as you can see, you're given quite a bit reaction time, but it's still like not enough reaction time to warrant a sudden transition like that, especially because the color palette completely changes. If you're going to be playing this level in practice mode or placing down start positions, one thing I definitely recommend is to place your start position right before this teleport portal, just because it will help you transition into the part much better, and it will also help you learn the transition into the part because the teleportal is annoying. Same with this upcoming ship part you're about to see. It throws you into the ship and you have to click almost instantly, but not too instantly because you'll die. The two things I recommend for getting used to for this transition is either clicking once like this if you really just want to do that timing. You could do what I did and do a click a little bit after you enter the teleport portal, and then doing another click to go upwards and then adjusting yourself for the straight fly. That was a really easy thing for me to do, and it made this part really consistent for me in runs and from zero. And this part is just a few timings, some of them awkward, but they're not that bad. Alright, this wave right here has a really weird click pattern. The first few seconds of it are auto, and you actually have a choice to where you can go. You can either go down here, or click a bit right after the last auto portal and go up like this, which is what I did. But it really depends on what you like. Personally, I wouldn't like doing this click at the bottom here just because you touch the ground and you die if you click too late. The rest of this wave part though isn't really that bad. This transition right here, I don't really have any tips for it, but oh my god, this transition's awful. Especially since you have to do a timing like this, which doesn't seem that hard, but trust me, at normal speed, it's pretty hard. And this whole ball section's really hard. I'd actually recommend practicing this ball section a lot just because it feels like a choke point. And this robot part right here, I hate the fact that the foreground flashes a green color and you can barely see the spikes ahead because they flash black. I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about in slow mode here, but those spikes on the right, I don't like how they fade in. It makes them kind of unseeable. And then right here at this ship section, I'd actually recommend a certain click pattern for this part. So I'd recommend clicking once and then holding to enter the yellow portal. And once you enter the yellow portal, do a single click when you're adjusted for a straight fly. And then once you hit the blue portal, do a single click upwards, and then do a click when you're in the middle of this spike section right here, like a little micro click, and that will send you into the yellow portal, which you can finish the straight fly. This duel right here is very confusing to learn, but it really isn't that bad. Up until this part right here, You just really want to do a micro click right here, because if you don't do a micro click, you'll die. But that spider duel isn't really as bad as it looks. It really is just like, whenever you learn it, you'll understand it. But yeah, this final cube section is basically just a small kind of pseudo memory section, and it's still not that bad. If you want to be really funny, you can actually skip one of the final clicks by just hitting the first blue orb really late and then buffering the second one. But I don't think you should do that because it's one of the last clicks. The normal route, though, is just to buffer these 3 blue orbs. It's really not that hard. But yeah, that was the normal route of Dark Rivalry. I'm now going to show you how to get the coins. Alright, so the first steps for the coin and the coin itself are in the pre-drop of Dark Rivalry. The first step to getting the coin, though, is when you enter this section right here and you touch the blue pad, go up and then click again, and then you'll collect a key. Continuing on from that, when we get to the spider section up here, you'll see some white water on the top. You're going to want to click twice as the spider into that, and then you'll get the second key to get the coin. And then later on in the spider section, you'll see the coin on the top right here, which you just do that to grab. Alright, so the first step for the second coin actually shows up right here before the first part of the drop. What you want to do is click right as soon as you enter this structure that I'm on top of right now. If you can see that, you want to click as soon as you enter that, just so you can get this skull that's down here, and then you can just do the route as normal. So this is where that skull affects the gameplay. Right here at this cube section, you want to hit this dash orb, and then you can do this green orb timing, which admittedly is really annoying. But once you do that green orb timing, you get the coin. And then when you jump right here, you can just buffer this because it's a free timing. So the first step for the third coin shows up at this wave section right here. You'll see a skull right here. You just want to collect that. And now the coin itself unlocks when you reach this part in the post drop. You'll actually see the opening right here at this dash orb. You just want to drop down there and do the gameplay that it prompts you to do. And then just like that, you have the final coin. But yeah, with the coins out of the way, that was Dark Rivalry. I'm going to save my full opinions on Dark Rivalry for the end of the video, but as always, I'm going to give you guys my recommendation right now, if I recommend it or not. And I just have to say, I don't really recommend Dark Rivalry. It just is just too simple and too boring of a level, in my opinion, to actually give out as a recommendation. You may like this level if you're into like older styles of gameplay, such as gameplay from early 2.1. But when it comes to like gameplay from like 2.0, 1.9, or even 2.2, I definitely wouldn't recommend this level. And plus, there's so many other extremes that does the gameplay better than it, so there's not really a reason for me to give it a recommendation. Anyways, that's all I have to say for now. A confession to make? I farted and it smells fragile. Real bad. No.
Thank you for always letting us know when you do that.
I really
very useful information.
Is that excruciation chamber?
Bro.
Oh, fucking
dumbass.
Dumb.
Dark Rivalry is crazy. I don't know anything about this game. I just realized that.
Frisk didn't say anything but dumbass. I beat it! Let's go!
What did you do? What did you do?
I beat Dark Rivalry!
Oh wait, let's go. I forgot you were playing that level. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, now be Elysium Mons.
Alright, that was Dark Rivalry. I'm gonna be honest, this level definitely isn't for me. I had a lot of issues with this level, especially when it came to the gameplay. The gameplay just felt so damn awkward. And it wasn't even just the transitions, it was just everything surrounding it, even to like the flowiness of the gameplay. It just all felt so awkward. Anyways, in terms of enjoyment, I gave Dark Rivalry a 5 out of 10. I didn't find the gameplay to be bad, I just found it to be mid. There was nothing really outstanding or redeeming about the gameplay. It just kind of felt like something I could basically have made when I was younger and I just started playing the game. But other than that, it really doesn't have anything outstanding going for it. I think it's just average. In terms of decoration, I also gave Dark Rivalry a 5 out of 10. This level's decoration is fine, but just like the gameplay, it doesn't really wow or amaze me anywhere. It just kind of feels like the decoration was built just so the level got a rate. It doesn't feel like any real passion was put into the decoration, at least in my opinion. The structuring and stuff like that had some really cool ideas put into it, and I actually did enjoy the structuring a lot, but the decoration itself wasn't that much. I'm not trying to be mean to Flex when I say this, but I really just didn't find this level to be that enjoyable, but I also didn't find it to be bad. Anyways, that's all I have to say about Dark Rivalry. Thank you to all my YouTube members, and thank you to all my subscribers, and that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.